On this our sister's comment, this comment you are seeing here, our sister, this wisdom, she said that gospel was genuine, is genuine and different. That it could be that perhaps that some people follow the gospel to do wickedness. It was not different from slavery. Two of them worked hand in hand. The slave. A slave is somebody who is held servitude as a property to another person. A slave is somebody whose life and body, everything is subject to the owner of the volition and control. You ask yourself, how was slavery done? Slavery was done outside the consent of the slave. Most of the times, the perpetrators will just go through the back door, whisk the person away, or tell the person to come, let's go and buy something or visit somebody. The person will just follow. On getting there, the person will just follow back door and leave, and they will just hold the person, captive as a slave. These are the kind of trade, business that Christians saw, missionaries saw, and they supported it. They never kicked against it. There was no court anywhere where missionaries sued any person for slavery. They say unto death as it is unto Christ. This was what religion, Christians, what the missionaries preached in the Bible. Just to tell you that Bible, missionaries, Christianity, all the same thing. They are on the same page with slavery. So when you are saying that, try to find out, to read these verses of the Bible that supported slavery, that supported, they encouraged them to obey their master, which means they encouraged them, which means they supported slavery. And slavery was illegal business. Bible supported the illegal business of one subjugating a fellow human being, subjugating one another, taking somebody through the back door, making the person a beast of burden, somebody who has no say of his own, somebody who has no self-defense, anything they want. Watch this video and see how slaves were treated.
Once upon a time, human beings were put on display like animals, and the world watched. Men, women, and even children from Africa were captured, transported, and exhibited in a cage for public entertainment. They were stared at, mocked, and treated as if they were less than human. Crowd gathered, laughed, and pointed as if they were looking at wild creatures, instead of people with names, families, and dignity. One of the most painful examples is Otabenga, who was displayed in a cage at the Bronx Zoo, a human being placed beside animals because society at that time believed he belonged there. Let that sink in. Let that sink into your brain. This wasn't ancient history. This happened in the civilized world. Educated people saw nothing wrong with it. They call it science. They call it education. But what it really was cruelty, racism, and complete dehumanization. Now, the uncomfortable question is this: how did people stand there, watch this, and feel nothing, and even more uncomfortable questions? Now, let me ask, are we truly different today, or have the system just become more subtle? Because history like this is not just something to remember, it is something to confront. If we don't question it deeply, we risk repeating it in new forms with new justification. And after all this humiliation, treatment, these same people came back with a book called the Bible and still lied to you that their own ancestors died for you, whereas it was your own ancestor who died for you, who sacrificed their lot for you. Your ancestors were put in a cage as an animal, whereas they are humans. The same people, you follow their tradition and you call it religion. The same people, you speak their language and abandon yours. Africa, it is time for us to wake up. It is time for us to see the truth, recognize the truth, and embrace the truth. It is time. to wake up.